Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another fine episode here at the Artist's Corner, where I, Mr. Dave Joyner, bring you fine, high-quality drawing tutorials on a regular basis. Tonight, we're going to come in here, and I'm going to attempt to do a little tutorial regarding stalactites and stalagmites. Again, I'm using the Pilot Razor. And I find that it's got a good tip for drawing, and nothing spectacular here. We're not even changing ink pen types. We're just gonna, which I have done on previous illustrations, where I will use a fine tip pen to illustrate the background, and then I'll use a larger pen for this for the foreground. But not tonight. Tonight we're going to go ahead and just go in here and use one tip for the entire thing. So you guys can tell me what you think. You can have your ice cream in just a little bit, brother. Yes, that's a... Now you can see here, I've actually committed a little bit of an accident. But we can fix this very simply by taking the... there we go. And then running this behind there. Like that. That's what you got to be able to do on the fly when you're working one of these illustrations. Now, if you're thinking about color in an illustration like this, you might want to consider that you have a light source down here shining outward, or if the cave gets darker and darker all the way to the point where it's maybe black back in here, depending on what kind of look you're going for. So I'm going to stay right here for a sec, and we will finish up just a little bit of, so I'm kind of following my line work down from the wall. You can change it up a little bit. As you can see, we got gaps on the side. It's because it's actually a large tunnel that's slowly starting to break down. There's water dripping down from somewhere, and it passes through the limestone, finds this bubbled out area, and that's what this was originally, a magma hole. Anyway, basically the magma hole, the water over time seeps down through the cracks in the earth and collects the limestone and deposits it in the forms of stalactites and stalagmites. So I like how it kind of looks like a mouth. Alright, we're going to go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. Hold on just a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and come in here, and we're going to put the line work on this stalagmite, and there we go. This is going to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk over the top of the conversation going on in the other room, but they're talking about the news, and I really would rather the news not be coming into my my video, but I'm just going to have to keep talking, and hopefully I'll be able to drown out my mother as she discusses this very heated subject on the news right now. So, anyway, Here we go. So you can see we've got an interesting creature here, and we will zoom out a little more, I think. There we go. There we go. You can see what we're doing here. And I've got some water down here as well. Water kind of goes down and around. But we're going to, for now, focus on this area and our character. So we've got stalactites coming down. And there we go. That's my little doggy. She's always got something to say. And I'm kind of coming in to create a little bit more of this. There we go. Alright. I think we've got enough drawing on that stalagmite. Oh yeah, let's come in here in this little fun area. If we wanted to, we could have water cascading down. I may actually do that. So we would have water coming down, pooling, and then. But I will probably come back with a pencil to do that. So here we go, and we'll start up here with our fun character. But for doing that, I think we can go ahead and zoom in. Oh, there we go. A little bit more. A little bit more. And oh, try not to let my camera to fall down. I don't know if I can. My camera might not want to stay. I may have to hold it. By the way, to any of you out there doing these kinds of illustrations, kudos to you. This is me just playing around here tonight. Just kind of thought you guys might enjoy it. So I know that we got an underground character. Oh, there we go. And we want to make sure here. All right. Remember that this is an animal that lives under the ground. And I'm kind of trying to be kind of cartoony about it. At the same time, I'm trying to get some anatomy. We've got some wrinkles. And I'm giving him a very sort of fishy almost look. He doesn't have teeth, but I'm kind of giving this idea that he's got wrinkles around his mouth. That's kind of a neat look, I think. And I'm trying not to look at the camera as I do this. It's kind of weird seeing my own hand move off to the side of the... There we go. You get the idea. A big old gelatinous sort of animal tongue. But this guy wouldn't probably see the light of day very often, would he? So you do a lot of that kind of thinking when you draw stuff like this. You got these little representations of I guess these would be like not warts, but or scales almost.
Well, they're saying in early spring the hedgehog didn't see its shadow.
That's what I was saying. It's going to be early spring. Woo! Okay. Little dot. Little dot. Okay. Interesting character. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom out. You can see the whole thing. So you can see how far we're getting here. We're going to go ahead and pause. Be right back. And hold on. And hold on. Okay, now we've got a good portion of this illustration done. We're going to go ahead and pull out our shading tool, which is going to be this Ebony Eberhard Faber designer pencil. You can buy them at Michael's. They're about $3-4 a pencil. Worth every penny. We're going to go ahead and do this as a lit from here out. I thought that would be fun, but we'll also have light out here. So the darkest zones are going to be right in here. And for the final touches on this illustration, we're going to come back in and just do a little bit of the final inking right here. Alright. And just give it a nice texture.
I'm sorry, Taylor. Leave me alone.
Alright, and that will be it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this fine episode here at the Artist's Corner. And I will bring back another one real soon. Thank you very much for joining me.